Hi. So, I want to explain some of the things that I've been thinking and experiencing and record the start of this little journey that I'm going to be partaking in with regards to improving my lifestyle in some aspects. Um, so, a few months ago, or not a few months ago, since September or so that's about 3 months ago, I've started school again after 1 year off, and I have started a new job in which I'm now managing like a smallish vegetarian restaurant, which is quite nice, but there's definitely more pressure. Also, my course has been somewhat disappointing in its content, and my motivation has really been lacking, and it's been really hard to continue. With that, I have had one bout of quite intense depression for about 2 weeks or so. This is quite specific. But I was really down, and I really just wanted to quit everything. Um, and it was going as far as questioning my self-worth and just the point of life and stuff like that. And I was able to come out of it just like most people and their depression. I am lucky that I have a girlfriend that is very supportive and that we can talk about these things. So now I'm in a good state of mind, and I want to now put myself in a position where I can get more momentum and more stability in my life. Because over these months where I've been really busy and a bit down, I haven't been as consistent with my progress in general. So one thing that I have been doing, and I've been doing quite well, is reducing my marijuana consumption. And so for the past year, I have reduced the amount of weed that I've smoked. I do mix with tobacco, now not really. So that's a good progression, is that I'm smoking either with a bong or with a vaporizer. And it's, I would say, about 3 days on, 4 days off. And it's quite random. So I want to try and regiment it a little bit more and take longer breaks, because I have been smoking for about 8 years now consistently, which I know that is not helpful for my lungs and also my mind. I don't have any notable side effects from this, although I do know that a lot of time has been used doing not very productive things. So in that way, I've lost time, and even though I'm not ready to completely quit smoking marijuana, because I do still find benefits from the high, and it is a great way for me to release stress and to have a different state of mind in this crazy world we live in. So that's one thing that I'm going to be doing. I want to try and document that, and I want to speak more about the kind of the bad side of marijuana, in that can be a really powerful healing tool, and a really powerful mind altering tool. But the majority of us, especially in places, that's not necessarily in places where it's easy to get, because it's easy to get everywhere. But most of us are just doing it recreationally, and it becomes quite a habit because it's healthy and this and that, but it's not really. I mean, I think if we're ingesting it orally or vaporizing, then it's somewhat void of negative physical effects. But when we're smoking joints and combusting this plant matter, especially when we mix it with tobacco, which most of us do, it's not helpful. So that's something to go forward with. Another thing is I want to try and incorporate the Wim Hof method. So this is breathing techniques and cold therapy. So I'm going to be trying to do that in the morning. I do already have cold showers, but I want to push it for longer and more consistently. And the breathing exercises sound quite interesting as well. If you're interested, go look it up. There's a lot of information out there. And then one more thing is that I want to be more consistent and more driven in the gym, because I have gained about 5 kilograms of muscle in about a year. Even though I haven't been very consistent, I've been consistent enough to gain muscle and to gain strength, and I feel really great about that. But yeah, I want to push it further. I know that I'm only really scratching the surface of my potential, just like we all have really unlimited potential compared to what we know, especially when we're living somewhat normie lifestyles. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I'm going to try and document these things and maybe separate them into individual videos that can be of help to whoever's interested in those subjects and wanting to progress in those particular directions. Yeah. See you soon.